Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Karen. I'm a lefty who loves fountain pens, journaling, planning, hobonichi, and all of that good stuff. So if you enjoy those kinds of content, please subscribe and let's get started. So in today's video, I will share with you a bit of my story when it comes to planning. And what I have here with me are my planners since way back 2011. And one thing that's common with these planners is that these are the ones that I got from Starbucks. So if you are from the Philippines, you'll know that every December or Christmas season, Starbucks releases these planners. And you are only able to get them if you have collected an amount of stickers, and with that, purchasing holiday drinks on top of their usual coffee and non-coffee beverages. It usually starts after Halloween or All Souls Day, so early part of November. They release those cards, and every time you purchase a drink, you can get a star, and once you've accumulated a certain number of stars for that year, you get to exchange it for a planner. And eventually, it became something of a status symbol, like someone who enjoys, someone who buys coffee and, you know, if you know culture. So in today's video, I will share with you my planners, how I used these planners specifically from Starbucks. While for this year, you can actually choose between planners and or tumblers, cold cups, and all of that, since not a lot of people use those planners. I know that some people, whenever they've collected enough stars, they sell those. And some people are willing to buy outright those stars without having to purchase any drink from Starbucks. So they just redeem those planners. Okay. So just a disclaimer, I'm not really sure if these are all the Starbucks planners that I have. What I know is that these are the ones that I have at my place. I think some of them are, maybe one or two are in my parents' house. But I'll have to check that and maybe do a separate video if you want to do a flip through. But the first Starbucks planner, or the oldest one, is this one that I got from 2011. And this was around the time I finished my master's and started my second job. So this is quite a big planner. It's hardbound. I think this is around A5, and I really love this, Starbucks coffee charm / bookmark. Okay. So it's just the silver design. I'm not sure if they had variations already or if this was just one design. So through the years, Starbucks has evolved. It listened to its customers. They had variations. They had different colors, designs, and all of that. So this was what this part looked like. It just says here, my third place. And at that time, Starbucks was really positioning itself as the third place after the home and the office. Okay, so this is just the calendar, the yearly spread, and then, okay, it's a fresh start. Just some photos from various Starbucks locations. And yeah, this is what I usually I think these are notes from school. Yeah. And then sometimes I use post-its. I had really good penmanship back then. This is basically a weekly spread, like horizontal. Let's look for a fresh blank page. Wow, I really have nice handwriting. So these are just basically notes. I didn't really follow the format. Okay, January. I wasn't really consistent, but as long as I was putting down notes, it was... that's nice. And then some scribbling. Okay, so this is the blank spread that I have. So we have here 1 week on a spread. So you have here space for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is split into 2. So this is the usual spread for weekly layouts. And something that's fascinating here is that the top part is the month, and then M just indicates the start of the week or Monday. Okay, so actually that's basically the spread. It's quite simple. And then the latter part of the month is just basically scheduling, and then a bit of, and then this is a lot. This is already when I was working. So, and that was basically it. It's just a week and a page. And then, yeah, it just spills over to January for 2012. And basically, that's it. Back then, when you are able to receive a Starbucks planner, they usually give out coupons, and then you can use them throughout the year. Like there's one coupon a month that you can redeem. Either it's a free drink, a free cake, or an upsize, or a discount for one of their merchandise and all of that. But Starbucks has stopped doing that. They're just giving out just the planner and no more coupons and all of that, which is a shame. So this is my oldest planner. The second one is, I guess, my favorite, and you can see it really is a favorite. When it started to come apart, this is kind of like recycled wood or paper. I had to put some tape in it, and this is just like really nice woodwork here, and it's quite small. So this is around A6 size, a bit bigger than A6, not sure. So this is my 5-year Techo, and more or less they're the same size. And this one, I really love the compactness, the size. It's really perfect for on the go everyday carry, and this is from 2012. So I just have here notes from when I was a volunteer from church, and then this was my schedule for a time. It was crazy. I had to travel almost every week. I had to write down my flights, and then hotels where I'm staying and all of that. So this one was really good. I was really proud of this particular planner. So this one was 2012, and yeah, I really put this into good use. This is the monthly spread, and I really had good writing. And then the layout for the weekly spreads are different. So the days of the week are on the left side of the spread, and then the right side is just a blank page for anything and everything. So I use this for checklists, and then on the left side are my to-dos and meetings and all of that. I had really crazy neat handwriting. Okay. So sometimes there are weeks that are quite slow, meaning I really don't put a lot, and then there are crazy weeks. So especially if it's December, it's really not much, but yeah. And then the start of each month is a monthly spread, and I just like putting here notes. Sometimes I get notes from office mates. And yeah, I felt really productive whenever I tick something off my list. Yeah, these are just some of my work accomplishments. So it's a mix of personal and work. And for me, it didn't matter. Like, there was no color coding system. Whatever pen I was using for that day, that's what I use. And you can see how well I used the planner. So the binding wasn't that great. I think it was just, they used glue. And it started coming apart, every time you open it up. So that was basically my 2012. And one thing to note maybe was that I recall that this type of planner doesn't really leave my desk, meaning when I go to meetings, I bring a separate notebook. That's where I scribble down notes. And then when I go back to my desk, I organize my thoughts from that messy notebook and put them right here and organize, and I plan my week. And because you can already see your week in a glance, you can spread out your tasks, your deliverables, and you rank them and you place them on the days that are most needed. So when you prioritize, you try to finish them early on in the week, and then those that are deprioritized, you can just spread them out through the week so that it's not as crazy, it's not as hectic. And you can also give a heads up to your colleagues or to your boss on when they can expect your deliverables. So that was a really good, I think that was a good system for me back then. I had a very good working relationship with my boss and with my colleagues. This was really helpful. And I really like this spread so much because you have space here on the left to plan your week, and then a blank page for everything else. And I know that there are days that are slow and I don't need to put in a lot, and then there are just those days that you use up an entire page just for it. And I'm just glad that I was able to fully utilize this type of layout. And I love that spread so much that for 2013, I got this from Moleskine. This is the Le Petit Prince. This is their Moleskine weekly layout. Yeah, it's a weekly notebook. So after the personal information page, you have here the entire 2013 on the left side, and then 2014 on the right side of the spread. And then following that would be the index, like one day, one row. And back then, I really didn't understand or appreciate this kind of setup. So I just kept it blank. And then international holidays, I really didn't pay much attention to this one. Skipped it. And then here for travels planning, and then just the time zone. Just some bunch of information that I didn't really appreciate back then. Just some conversions. This is what you usually see at the back of the Hobonichi notebook. And then, okay, I have here, this was where I was tracking all my vacation leaves and my sick leaves. Yeah, I just put all my leaves here and just make sure that I reconcile with HR at the end of the year. Okay, so this is the same weekly spread or layout. So the left side has the days of the week, and then the right side is just blank page. But for the Moleskine, it's lined pages. And for me, that's fine. Wasn't really a big deal for me back then. So if you can notice, a lot of the things here on the right side of the spread are like, deliverables. So maybe I was already starting to have that rolling weekly concept, but it wasn't, you know, fixed yet. Yeah, so I don't really force myself to put in a lot of details if there aren't really a lot. Also in the office, we also have, you know, we use calendars, and we sync our calendars with our co-workers so that when we, you know, plan for meetings, we can already see available dates, and sometimes I don't need to transfer it here. Okay, so yeah, just a lot of notes, things that I need to do. You know, the fulfillment of checking or finishing a task is really, really rewarding. It's really satisfying to see all of those check marks. And then, yeah, I just put here stuff. If I'm not able to accomplish them, I just move an arrow to the next day and then just keep jumping it around. But as much as possible, I try not to do that. And that's it. The last part are just a few line pages for notes, but I don't really, you know, put much use out of it. And then here at the back, you know, just a pocket here for some notes, paper, and yeah, that's it. The next planner is a jump to 2016. Yeah, and this planner is actually a collaboration with Starbucks and Moleskine. So yeah, that was really, really nice. Maybe you can see that embossing there, Starbucks x Moleskine. I was coming from a Moleskine high. Maybe that's why 2015 and 2013 I didn't get any Starbucks planner, or maybe I sold it. Yeah, sometimes if I'm decided that I won't use the Starbucks planner for the year, I would just sell it and then use the money to buy more coffee. And maybe in hindsight, maybe I should have just kept at least one planner just for my collection. For this year, I was really happy that they had this collaboration. So it's just the same as the one from the Little Prince, and maybe something that was happening here was that I was planning for my wedding, so I had a lot of, you know, things, planner, you know, scheduling a lot of things because I was getting married the following year. And you know, Philippine weddings get crazy, so you really need to reserve a lot of your planners and vendors ahead of time. So this is just what it looks like. So the month starts with a monthly spread, and then as usual, I write here all of my leaves. And then okay, so this one, wow, I still have really nice handwriting. Where did that penmanship go? So I just have here a lot of my, you know, to-dos. So it was, you know, starting that bullet journal method. Yeah, I know back then I started learning about bullet journaling sometime around 2015, 2016, because I think after this I moved to the Leuchtturm. I started bullet journaling after this. So I know that this is the last planner that I was using with Starbucks. So yeah, I'm really very satisfied with a lot of the things that I have. The pen that I'm using at this time was already the Sarasa, the zebra ones. My go-to pens back then were gel pens, basically the Sarasa and the Korean brand, the Dong A. Yeah, and for me, it was really more than enough. And then I just use, you know, different inks, but I'm not sure if, yeah, I think this time I was already trying to color code some of my notes. But yeah, all in all, it's really nice to see that, you know, I have these notes with me, memories. And then at the back part, you have empty pages, and these are dot pages. And let's see, show slot here. Yeah. So this was my 2016 planner. I love how thin it is, and it's quite small. It's a slim, I think B6 slim or B5 slim. Really good, really handy, fits a lot of my purses. And then you have here, I think this is 2018. Yeah, 2018. This is also a small planner, but back then, 2018, I know I was already into bullet journaling, and I hope to also share with you a video of my bullet journal journey. But this one is a Starbucks. This has leather sleeves. I think, yeah, you can remove it. You can use it with other similar sized notebooks. This is really nice. It's a slim leather sleeve. The interior has like velvet or suede, and then just have here some minimalist type of pockets. You know, you can put some cards here. It's a flap to close the book or the planner, and yeah, can fit probably your A6. And this is what the yearly planner for Starbucks looks like. And I think I just kept this for, you know, just souvenir, or maybe I wasn't able to sell it. Or maybe I used the coupons inside, so I wasn't able to. Yeah, so this is what the monthly spread looks like, and for me, I don't think this is quite usable. If you've seen how I really make use of my monthly spread, so this one doesn't really work out for me. Maybe just birthdays, anniversaries, and maybe that's it. Not a lot of space. So they changed their layout here. So for the spread, the days in the week are now on the right side, and then your free page is on the left side of the spread. I think it will still work out for me, but this monthly layout won't work. And the things to do, I would prefer to see it in a weekly spread rather than a monthly spread. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. I didn't use this at all, so maybe I may find good use for this one, or maybe just ignore the dates and then just use it as a planner or a journal. But I'm not really sure if this is fountain pen friendly. Maybe not. I may use the usual pens. I have a lot of pens. I recently hauled a lot of pens, so yeah, putting them to good use. And yeah, so this is what the 2018 planner Starbucks looks like. Yeah, after December, yeah, there's not much. It's like basically your plan. Oh, okay, and then this part here are the coupons, and yep, definitely I used them. Maybe that's why I wasn't able to sell it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And the most recent planner that I have is this one. It already has the leather cover. It's a zipped cover with a star charm. You can see I don't use it. It still has the plastic protective cover. And this one is, you know, cover. You can use it for organization. You have here a pocket and then a slip here for a pen. It's really nice. It's really sleek. It's really professional looking, that you can, you know, bring this with you to meetings, training, seminars, and you still look professional. But this is how the actual book looks like. It's small, but the planner itself is just quite small. It's also A6, I think. Yeah, it's also A6. And for me, I think A6 is like the best, you know, overall everyday carry planner. and a weekly layout is perfect, whether it's a vertical, horizontal. So this is 2019. Oh, 2022. Fairly new. I wasn't able to sell this. So, okay, I really didn't put anything here. Okay, so they got this. They've reverted back to, you know, making full use of the spread. I love the minimalist design. Okay, so the right side is still the days. Oh no. Okay, so this one, they've tried to condense it. So one side is 1 week. So there's no more blank space for further information or further notes. So we have 2 weeks here in a spread. And you have here dots, blank page, and then February. Yeah, so basically they try to trim it down. So it's 2 weeks in one spread. This can still be of good use if you have small enough handwriting. And yeah, there's some space for notes, but I don't like that the dot grid is kind of overwhelming. The dots are too big and they're too dark, so you can't ignore them. Okay. And there's marsh. So basically that's how it looks like for the entire, you know, for the rest of the planner. And then this is the bookmark. So coming from Charms, they're now using these, I guess, lanyards. Coffee People Planet. And then after December, just a lot of blank pages. And yeah. So basically that's it. So these were all the planners that I got and used from early 2010s until mid 2015, 2016. So this really started my planning attitude, my planning discipline. It really helped me with work, especially I was handling multiple projects, and at the same time I was also doing volunteer work at church. So even if I was a volunteer, I had responsibilities and we also had deadlines, so I needed to be on top of those. Yeah, the Starbucks planners were really helpful to me. For me, it was just a bonus because I really enjoyed their coffee. I like going to their cafes and really spending time there, either alone or with my boyfriend, now my husband. Yeah, it really got me into planning. And then eventually when I learned about the bullet journaling method, I shifted into it. I was ready to level up my planning game, if you can call it that. So I wanted to have more control over how I plan things, how I, you know, manage my schedule. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you can also share with me how your planning journey started. Was it a planner that triggered your planning habit? Was there a person who influenced you to try it out? What videos did you watch that, you know, really put you into that planner mode or mindset? Please let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm really happy with, you know, these stack of planners that I have here. There was no fancy letterings. There were no stickers, no washi. I didn't think I knew about washi back then, but yeah, I'm really happy with how these planners turned out. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!